Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor presented by Profodex Solutions team. I am Sanjay. We are learning WordPress WP Query beginner tutorial and this is our part 4. In this video session guys, we will discuss about tag parameters to WP Query. And also guys, if you are a beginner to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and keep watching our previous video sessions to get the clear concept about WordPress WP Query beginner tutorial. So basically guys, in our previous video sessions we had seen about the standard loop of WP query as well as we had applied about the conditions of author as well as category. So if you move to our editor, so this is our WP query standard loop that we have made to fetch all the posts from our database table. And here we have variable which basically contains our conditions. So in our last video sessions guys, we have passed our categories as well as author conditions inside this condition variable, and this variable actually passed inside WP query. So on the behalf of these conditions, actually we are going to filter our result. So what basically we are going to do inside this video session, we are going to filter our result by using tag parameters. So what basically tag parameters is, so if we move to our administrator panel, now this is our administrator panel. If we click on post section, inside this post section guys, submenus there named as tags. By the help of this tags menu guys, actually we can create our own tags, and by the help of these actually we can filter out all the posts from our DB table. So if I click on tag section, so right now there is no tag created inside this WordPress setup. So basically this is the first way to add our own tags. If I click on our post section, click on add new. Now here we have alternative way to add our custom tags. So if I scroll down, this is tags. Directly we can input our tags name and click on add. It will add directly to our custom tags. Okay, so let's create some of the posts relating to our tags. So just scroll up and let's say that sample tag 1, and this is our dummy contents. Scroll down and create a tag. Let's say that WordPress tag. Scroll down and click on add. So basically we have added our first tag. As you can see, scroll up and click on publish button. Successfully we have posted our first post inside our first created tag. If I go to tag section, now as we can see that here we have our own custom tag. Let's create one more tag. So let's say that PHP framework. Okay, click on add new tag, and this is another one. So just go to all posts, click on add new, and let's say that sample tag 2. This is title of second post. This is dummy contents. Scroll down, and if I go to tag section, and let's say that this post belongs to actually JavaScript tag. So let's say JavaScript, and also this post belongs to our Cake PHP framework. So this is all about Cake PHP. So if I click on add new, so basically we have added under JavaScript and Cake PHP tag. So just scroll up and click on publish button. So we have successfully posted our second post inside our custom tag. So let's create another one. So add new. So let's say sample tag 3. And let me paste some dummy content. This is dummy contents. Scroll down and let's create this post inside our PHP framework. So this is the tag that we have created directly going to inside this tag section. So let's create PHP framework. This is single one tag we are going to add, and now we are going to up and just click on publish button. So successfully we have posted 3 posts inside our tag section. So if I go to tag section, as we can see that Cake PHP tag contains 1 post, JavaScript contains 1 post, PHP framework also have 1, and WordPress tag has also 1. So these are the tags associated with each post that we have created. So just go to all posts. These are the posts that we have created. So what basically we want that by applying tags condition, we are going to filter out these results to our front end page. So let's open our pages section. So I'm clicking on the new tab and this page basically contains or gives you the result about front-end section. So let me open OWT post inside by the help of this permalink. So in the last video session guys, this is the page that we have created, which basically contains all the posts that we have created. So if I click on this edit page, inside this OWT post, this page basically contains the layout that we have created called OWT post template. So just move to our editor, and now this is our template. So basically that page contains all the codes written inside this file. So now we are going to change the conditions inside this condition array so that we can filter out all the values of this page on the front end section. So let me open this permalink. So we are going to filter these results. So how can we apply our custom tags inside this conditional array? So let's start that. So to write our conditions inside this conditional array, we have to pass a parameter, something called tag, and inside this tag actually we have to pass some values. And that value basically is our tag slug. So how can we find our tag slug? So just to go to our database table, click on WP terms, and now WP terms contains all the tags that we have created as inside this table. So if I make some zoom to this table, as we can see that PHP framework has a slug called PHP-framework WordPress tag WordPress-tag. So these are the slugs guys. Actually we can use this slug to our conditional array. If you are not aware about WP terms table, so just go to administrator tab panel. Inside this tag section, here we have a column of slug. So you can find all relating slug section from here. So we have to pass these slugs to our conditional array. Okay, so let's suppose that we want the post which is created inside cake.php. So this is the slug that we have to pass. So just copy this cake.php, Ctrl C to copy, go to editor, and we have to paste inside this double quote. So this is the cake.php tag. So let me save this file. Just go to browser and reload this page. Right now this page basically contains only a single post. Why? Basically we have filtered the result by using our custom tag cake.php, and sample tag 2 basically contains the tag of cake.php. Okay, so this is how guys actually we can filter out our results by using these tags. So what will happen if we want to post along with these two tags? We want means that the post created inside cake.php as well as inside WordPress tag. So let me copy this slug, go to editor. By putting comma here, we have to separate our tags. So this is our first tag and this is our second tag. So this loop basically gives us the two results relating with our first tag and the second tag. So if I save this file, go to browser, reload this page, and now as we have two posts, basically these two posts correspondingly with our two custom tags. So back to editor. So this is how we have written. Okay, also we can filter out our results. Instead of using these names, these tag slug, we can actually pass the tag ID. So how can we know about the tag ID? So back to browser, go to database table. Now this is our term ID. So we have to pass these term IDs in our tag ID so that we can filter out all the results on the behalf of that tag ID. So let's suppose that we are going to filter out result by using this PHP framework, and this contains the tag ID called 5. So just back to our editor and get rid of all these things. And let's say that 5. It means that we are going to filter our result by using PHP frameworks. So if I save this file, go to browser, reload this page, and now as we have no post, let me check that. Back to editor, and now I think that we have done mistake, and the first mistake is that 5 is not a string, 5 is integer, and also we have to change the parameter. Instead of this tag, we have tag ID. So if I save this file, go to browser, reload this page, and now this is the sample tag 3 we have created inside our tag PHP framework. So this is how guys actually we can fetch all the results from our DB table. Now we want to filter our results on the behalf of several tag IDs actually we have created. So if we want to do that, let's make an array. inside this array we have to pass the values of tag id comma separated. So what we have, and also we have to change the key something called tag underscore underscore in. Basically this is the key. Inside this key we have to pass all the tag id inside this array by comma separated. So if I save this file, and also inside this array we have to pass our tag ids. So just back to administrator panel, and this is the tag we have created. So we want that the post inside cake.php. So what basically cake.php contains the tag id is. So if we back to our database table, now this is our cake.php contains basically the term id 7. So we have to write 7 comma separated, and we want also the tag relating with our JavaScript framework, or let's say that WordPress tag. So WordPress tag basically contains the tag id something called 4. So just make 4 comma separated, and let's say that PHP framework, this is basically 5. So let me make it as a 5. So now we have 3 tag IDs. So we want all the posts which tag ID belongs to these IDs. So if I save this file, go to browser and reload this page, as we have 3 posts, sample tag 1, 2 and 3. These posts actually we have created inside these tags. If suppose we want all the posts that we have created along with all these tag IDs, so if we pass suppose something called tag underscore underscore not underscore in, so basically all the posts basically it will retrieve by using these conditions. So if I save this file, go to browser, reload this page. Now if I scroll down, it also gives us the result of sample tag 3, sample tag 2, sample tag 1, and also all the posts that we have created so far. So these are the posts that we have created inside our previous video sessions. So this is how guys, by putting all these conditions, actually we can filter out all the posts along with our tags condition. So basically guys, so far inside this playlist we have seen about in standard loop how can we filter out results using author parameter we have seen, also by using categories we have seen, and inside this video session we have actually understood about the tag section. So if you have any query in this video session guys, then please don't forget to subscribe, and also you can drop your comment so that actually we know that how can we understanding about tags parameter, and we will give you a reply as soon as possible. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.